Are you still attracted to men?
No, I don't. I speak to them. You know, they give me food and stuff like that. But anything, yeah, I done had some of them drove up to me and asked me to do stuff like that. I don't know. I ain't with that.
You've had guys drive up to you and try to solicit sex from you?
Yeah, he said he'd give me some money.
How much money?
He said one dude drove up to me over there in West End. He said, "I give you $20. You let me roll on and stuff like that." I said, "I ain't. I'm all right." I just said I'm all right. I kept on walking, bro.
What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got my man out here today. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing all right.
All right. So, man, how old are you?
I'm 59.
59.
I got a birthday this coming August.
Okay. And so, are you homeless right now?
Yeah.
All right. What would you say has brought you to this point of being homeless in your life?
Don't want to listen. That's one thing. I don't want to listen.
Okay. I mean, what did you not listen to specifically?
Like when I, like working. Sometimes I have trouble working on job. I get kicked out or fired or something like that. And
so you don't listen to like your boss and stuff like that?
Yes, I have trouble sometimes. There were a lot of times happening on me.
Okay.
So drugs, I have trouble with drugs.
What kind of drugs?
And I tell lies on the job to get money. Like I'm going to help on an extra bill or something like that. And that's one thing against the rest.
What kind of drugs do you take?
Crack, cocaine, the crack and weed and liquor. I don't drink much liquor, but with crack, like put on that pipe and roll that herb up. Them two right there.
Okay. And so I'm just gonna start from the beginning, man. Like, where are you from?
I'm from Philadelphia, Mississippi.
Okay. Philadelphia, Mississippi. All right. And so when you grew up, did you grow up with both your mom and your dad?
Yeah. I wouldn't listen to my dad, but I'm told the truth. I took a lot of beating when I was a kid coming up. I was a hard-headed kid. I didn't even want to go to school when I was a kid, bro. I'm just telling the truth. Like,
let me ask you this, man. How many siblings do you have? How many brothers and sisters?
I got 6 sisters. Well, 2 of them done passed away.
Okay, so 6 sisters, and were you the only boy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And as far as I know, I'm the only son on my dad. As far as I know, that's what he tell me.
Okay, and so when you grew up, your mom had 7 kids.
Yeah.
Okay, and so where were you in the birth order? What number kid were you?
I'm next to the oldest.
Okay, you're the second oldest?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm next to I got 2 other my 2 oldest sisters passed away. They older than I is. I'm 59, but I got some sisters way older than I is.
Okay. And so you were saying that you didn't like to listen. All right, I'm gonna pause the video. Hold on. All right, so we had to pause for a second, man. The cleaning crew was coming by. It's pretty loud. All right, so anyway, man, so basically grew up in Mississippi. Did you graduate high school?
I dropped out. Well, I made it to the 7th grade.
So you didn't get to high school?
No, I didn't make it to the...
And so, did your parents just allow you to drop out?
They didn't allow me, bro. I went out anyway. I was skipping school and everything. I took a lot of beatings. I took a lot of whoopings and everything. But
So you dropped out in the 7th grade?
Yeah, they be laughing at me. I was slow learning in school. My class may be picking at me, bro. That's why, you know what I mean.
Okay, so
me and one of my homeboys we grew up with, we started skipping school every morning. We just go out the auditorium, go the other way.
Okay. Like, do you have any kids?
I don't have any kids.
Okay. Have you ever been married?
No.
Okay. When's the last time you had a girlfriend?
Ooh, boy, it's been back in the 89 and 90. That's about the last time on me. Bro.
When's the last time you had sex?
I can't remember. It's back in the 80s and 90s.
You haven't had sex in a couple decades or more?
It's been a while.
Let me ask you this, man. How long have you been homeless?
I've been homeless since 1984. I left home in Philadelphia, Mississippi in 1984. They got my mother and my father. They helped me go to Birmingham, Alabama, to stay with one of my oldest sisters. Knowing that she was still living then. I was back in '84. She was still living. and my brother-in-law Jackie Carson. I stayed with them for a while, but like I said, don't be wanting to listen, but I want to drink it and whatever, and run out in the street and everything. And me and brother-in-law.
So I mean, you never learned your lesson?
Well, I'm older now. I don't learn about like that. But I'm older as everything now, though.
So what are you gonna do to get off the street now? Now that you say that you've learned a lesson?
I'm gonna try to get me some ID together. And the folks over there, they do demolition work. I'm gonna try to work along with them. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to get me somewhere to go at. That's what I want. I want to try to have my own little place.
Let me ask you this, man.
I'm able to work. I need some ID.
Let me ask you this: if you could hop in a time machine and go back to the year that you dropped out of school and give yourself any advice, what advice would that be?
If I could go back and go over again, I try to learn everything I can, that's good, that's helped you. Get all the learning you can, whatever.
So you'd have been a more diligent student. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm. Stay out of trouble, stuff that helped the progress.
But didn't your mom and dad tell you not to do that stuff?
Yes. I didn't want to listen though. I was slow learning in school, and I didn't want to go to school. They be picking at me now, that's why I didn't want to go. I told the truth, brother.
Okay. Well, listen, man. We definitely wish you all the best out here, man. We hope that you can get your ID and all that stuff, and eventually get you some housing. All right?
Can I say something, bro?
What's that?
Like when I first come out being homeless in the street, I met a couple of men I met. They come from different other states. I went down in Florida with 2 or 3 other guys, and Orlando, Florida. We went down there back in by 1990. Went down there ripping and running around and got locked up, and ended up going to prison down there. I did 5 years down there.
So I mean, so you went to prison. You haven't had a girlfriend in a while. Have you had sex with men ever?
That's what I have my life. That's what I.
You say that's what?
Going with men, going with other men and stuff like that.
Right. Is that something that you did?
That's what I did a couple of years, most of my years. In my lifetime, I had about 3 women in my lifetime. About 3 women. That was back
How many men?
80s and 90s stuff.
How many men have you had?
A lot of them. Alabama, Chattanooga, Tennessee, Orlando, Florida, Pensacola, Florida.
So you've had sex with more men than women?
Plenty of men. Stayed with them and everything.
So when you had sex with these men, were you the?
I had wives. I had married them. The ones I know where they stayed. I know what state they in and everything. I can find where they stayed, most of them.
So you say they had wives?
I had like 2 men, like man married another man, stuff like that. The man wife.
So okay, I just want to be clear for my audience. So you're saying that you have had plenty of sex with men? Okay.
Back them years back then.
But when was the last time you had sex with a man?
Back by 1990. Between 90 and 91. That was the last time. Cause I seen how the people started getting sick and stuff like that. That's why I stopped messing with it. I stopped messing with that.
Did you used to receive or take?
Take.
Okay, so you was the bottom?
Yeah, I was,
You was the one that used to get inserted into?
No, going in him.
Oh, you was the one going in?
Yeah.
So you was the giver, not the taker?
Yeah. They cooked for me.
Were any of these men with were they married or anything?
They got. I met his family and everything. He got. I know where they stay and everything.
Well, you say his family. Are you talking about his wife and kids, or
his mother and father?
Okay, his mother and father.
Like that.
Okay, but he didn't have like a wife or anything like that. And this was back in the late '80s and early '90s.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then now some of my nephews, they gay people, but they got wives and kids, and wives and kids, and they, you hear me?
How do you know that they're gay?
I raised up with them. I know. I've been for years.
And so you know that they're gay, but that they also have wives and kids?
Yeah.
And these are some of your nephews?
Yeah. You think I'm crazy? It's the truth, for real. I'm telling you the truth. So.
I believe you. I believe you. All right, well, listen, man. That was a lot at the end. I didn't expect all that, but listen, man. I really
What stopped me from doing that?
Okay.
One took me over to his house one night.
Mm-hmm.
And see, all gay people, and some of them, you do him, they gonna want to do you. I just told it like it was. See, all of them ain't like that. See, a lot of them, they'll go with men, then they'll turn around and go with a woman, go with women too. See, I'm talking about it's all kind of ways. You know what they well, if you know what you associate with gay people, you know what I'm talking about. All of them don't do the same way. Some of them they'll go with men and turn around and go with women too. The man and the woman.
Is that what you did? Is that what you did?
Yeah.
I mean, because you say you slept with women as well.
Yeah, I might.
Did you used to sleep? Did you used to sleep with men and then turn around and sleep with women as well?
I met a lot of my other friends. They be, you know what I mean.
Did the women know that you were sleeping with men?
I didn't tell them. I didn't tell them. But when that AIDS stuff started coming around, people getting sick. That's why I slacked away from that then.
And so you haven't had sex
on AIDS and stuff like that. I had to do. That's why I slacked away from that, brother. I stopped.
Are you still attracted to men?
No, I don't. I speak to them. You know, they give me food and stuff like that. But anything, yeah, I done had some of them drove up to me and asked me to do stuff like that. I don't know. I ain't with that.
You've had guys drive up to you and try to solicit sex from you?
Yeah, he said he'd give me some money.
How much money?
He said one dude drove up to me over there in West End. He said, I give you $20. You let me rub on it and stuff like that. I said, I ain't nothing. I'm all right. I just said I'm all right. I kept on walking, bro. I kept on walking. I said, I can't mess with that.
Wow.
Kept on walking. It was late at night too. I was walking. It was late. I was along over the West End by McDonald's. I was coming down the sidewalk along in there. He drove down and he circled around. He slowed down. I thought he was finna hand me some food or something like that. And he asked me like that. I said, I'm all right, bro. I'm all right. I told him I was all right, and I kept on walking.
Okay. Well, listen, man. Like I was saying before, I really appreciate you answering all of our questions. You kind of you took me for a left turn there at the end, man. But hey, the reality is what the reality is, man. So that's why we come out here and talk to you guys and just get whatever your truth is, man. So thank you, man, and we wish you all the best. All right. All right.
I know